Hi there, and the Story Ninja comes in with another little bit of our Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. The abridged version was written by Chris van Wyk, beautiful illustrations by Paddy Boma. So remember, every day we're going to be just doing a little bit of the story. And looking back at yesterday, we ended on where the Freedom Charter had been written. So let's find out what happens in Nelson's life next. So our story starts. It began. During that time, I fell in love again. Winnie Madikizela was a social worker and a member of the ANC as well. We got married in 1958 and had two beautiful daughters, Zinani and Zinzi. The government did not like the charter and arrested 156 members, including Oliver, Walter, and me. So you remember Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, and of course Nelson Mandela. We were charged with planning to destroy the government. The trial lasted 4 long years, but in the end, we were found not guilty. In 1960, during our trial, a tragedy happened that shocked the world. In Sharpeville, remember that's near Johannesburg, 5,000 people marched to a police station to protest against having to carry passbooks. They were not armed, yet still the police fired guns at them. Now that doesn't sound very fair, does it? 69 people were killed and 400 were injured. After Sharpeville, the government banned the ANC and other organizations fighting for freedom. They did not want to share South Africa with black people. Our peaceful marches had not worked, but we were not giving up. Definitely not. We decided that the only way to get our freedom was to fight the government in the same way as they were fighting us, with guns. The ANC formed an army, which we called Mkhonto Wisizwe, which in isiXhosa means the spear of the nation. I was sent abroad on a secret mission to ask other countries to help us fight apartheid. I also went to train as a soldier. In 1962, I returned to South Africa using a false passport and calling myself David Matsamai. I stayed in hiding for many, many months while the police searched everywhere for Nelson Mandela. Then, one day in August, I was stopped in my car. I was arrested. I was sentenced to 5 years in prison for leaving the country illegally and for inciting workers to strike. Later, the police also arrested a group of my comrades, including my very old and dear friend, Walter Sisulu. Just 9 months into my 5-year sentence, I was told I would stand trial again. We were charged with planning to overthrow the government. If we were found guilty, we would be sentenced to death. And that is where I end our story. We'll find out a bit more about those trials in our next session. Thank you for joining me, and bye for now.